Okay, so we're going to start with the bell work. So if you are gone today and you're watching this, you do need to include the bell work in your notes. Yes. In the break room. Okay. If you are gone today, you do need to include the bell work in your notes. This is the first bell work. If you lost your bell work, make sure that you have it. We will number the bell work, and I will check to see that each bell work item is in your notes. And that's to make sure, that's to hold you accountable so that you actually do these. Some of you do them every class, and I appreciate that. Others of you just sit there. Okay, so we're going to try to prevent that. So for this first bell work question, it says, write an equation of a line that passes through the following points. F of 0 equals 9 and F of 2 equals 4. The first thing that we have to do is rewrite this as two separate points. What are my 2 points? 0, 9. And what else? 2, 4. So right away I should know my y-intercept. What's my y-intercept? 9, right? 0, 9. Okay, so does everybody understand that? Do you have any questions about what I did to find the points and what I did to find the y-intercept? Okay, the next thing that we have to do is find the slope. So how will I do that? Yeah, so y2 minus y1 would be 9 minus 4 or 4 minus 9, whichever one you want to start with. So I'm going to do 9. I'm going to do 9 minus 4 divided by what? 0 minus 2, so I will get a negative. So on top I have a 5, and on bottom I have what? Negative 2. So that's my slope. So what's the equation of my line?
Y equals negative 2x
Plus 9, right. Questions on that first one? Okay, the second one says, write an equation of a line with a given slope and y-intercept. Your slope is negative 2, your y-intercept is 0. So what will that look like? Yeah, y equals negative 2x plus 0, but we don't have to put the plus 0, right? Yeah? If that's my y-intercept, what do you think my x-intercept is? Also 0, right? Passes to the origin, 0, 0. Any questions on those two? Alright, so if you're watching this at home, we are on 4.2. So this is your second section of notes. And we are going to answer the essential question, how can you write an equation of a line when you are given the slope and a point on the line? This can be quite difficult, so I would suggest that when you watch this video that you go to those examples that are especially troublesome and give them a try a couple of times until you really understand what's going on. And once again, I'm here at lunch if you want extra credits. I am doing the extra credit lunchtime tutoring after school if you want extra credit. Basically, if you want extra credit, just come in and get some help outside of class. Now, I'm not going to give you 25,000 points for coming in every single day. It'll cap out. I haven't decided on the cap yet, but you can see me for extra credit. Okay, so one of the things that you want to put on your 3x5 note card, which if you're in Algebra 1A, I will allow that. You can use both sides of your 3x5 note card, and one formula that I would put on is point-slope form. That's a hard one to remember. It is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So if I were you, I would write that form down on your note card, and then I would write an example below it or beside it, so you know how to apply that form. Alright. An easy way to remember point-slope form is that when you're given a point and a slope, you can use point-slope form. Just like slope-intercept form. If we're given a slope y-intercept, you can write it in slope-intercept form. Yeah? Okay. Let's move on. Alright, so this says, write an equation in point-slope form that passes through the given point and has the given slope, Autumn. So, in order to do that, you have to remember your equation, which you will write down on your note card so you don't forget it. Your equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. If you already have it, you don't have to write it again. Now, all you're going to have to do is plug stuff in. So, we'll always leave the first y alone and the first x alone. So y minus whatever the y coordinate is here. So what's the y coordinate? 3. Y minus 3 equals m. What's our m? What's our slope? 1/4. And then you have x, so leave the first x alone, minus x1, which is going to be what? Negative 8. And so from here, all you do is leave it y minus 3 equals 1/4 x plus 8, and that's it. You don't distribute the 1/4 or anything because this is point-slope form. If I just ask you for an equation of the line and I don't specify how I want you to write it, and you give me this, I can't technically count you wrong. So this is point-slope form. If I say to turn this into slope-intercept form, then that's when you distribute and you add the 3's or whatever. But I'll show you an easier way to do that. Questions? Yes? Yep. All you have to do is remember the formula and what's plug in. So remember that you leave your first y alone, your first x alone, plug in 3 for x, negative 8 for y, plug in your m, and then of course, plus plus. That's it. And that's for point-slope form only. Okay. One more slide here and we'll take a break. Alright, so to solve this, it says write an equation in point-slope form of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope. So, we just need to remember our formula. Y minus y1. So it's always leave the y alone minus y1. What's y1? Negative 1 equals m. What's m? Leave the first x alone. X minus x1. What's x1? 3. And then if you are subtracting a negative, you do want to simplify that and add the opposite. So what you end up with is y plus 1 equals negative 2 times x minus 3. Okay. That's it for that one. Do you have questions on that one? That's it for that one. Now number 2, do the same thing. Y minus what? 0 equals m times x minus what? 4. Now, you can leave y minus 0 as just y, right? So y equals negative 2/3 times x minus 4. There you go. Do you have any questions about either of those?
No, Miss Lynn, thank you for teaching us so well.
Subscribe for more.
Okay, so says write. It should say write. It says writing, but it should say write an equation given 2 points. So there are 2 ways that you can do this. There's kind of the hard way and kind of the easier way that's still a little bit hard, but you know, you pick the one that you like to do. So the first thing that you have to do, well, one of the things that we noticed right away is that we don't have a 0 something. So it's not like 0, 3 or 0, 5 like last time. Because before, when we were given something like this, we knew what our b was right away, which was 5, right? We're not able to determine our y-intercept right away. So we're going to have to use a different method. You could use point-slope form if you want to. So you have to find the slope first, so you can either count or do y2 minus y1. So I'm going to count. I'm going up by 1s here and 1s here, so it's good. I can just count by 1s. So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go over to the left, 1, 2. So is that positive or negative? Negative. So my slope is negative 2. Did you get that? Okay, that's step 1. Now, the first method that I'm going to teach you is using point slope form, the form that we just found. So, you would say y minus y1. So pick either point, I don't care. 1, 2, or 3, negative 2. I'm going to pick the one with a positive. I don't like negatives, so I'm going to pick the 1, 2. So y minus 2 equals m. What's my m that I just had? Negative 2 times x minus what? 1. Okay. Technically, you could leave it here because I didn't tell you to put it in slope-intercept form, but I'm going to tell you to put it in slope-intercept form, so we're going to go ahead and practice doing it. So, you could say y minus 2, and then just distribute. Equals negative 2x plus what? 2. Right. And then add 2. And add 2. So you have y equals negative 2x plus 4. That's kind of a difficult way to do it. So method 2 is often easier. And all it takes is for you to remember the form y equals mx plus b. What is that called again? Okay, Haley, what is this form called? You look like you were telling me all about it. Slope what? Slope-intercept form. Thank you. Okay, so it's slope-intercept form. Now, the easier way to do this, again, you want to make sure you're paying attention here because this can be difficult. You still need to find the slope between the 2 points. Can we do that?
Yes.
So we got negative 2. Now you still pick one of the points. I'm going to pick 1, 2. So you have 1, 2 as your point. You have your slope as negative 2. Yeah? What's your y? 2. Plug in a 2. What's your m? Literally says negative 2. So plug in a negative 2. What's your x? 1. Remember, x, y coordinates. Plus b. So really the only thing you're solving for is the b part. So you have 2 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides. What's the value of b? So what's the equation of your line?
Negative 2x plus 4.
Plus 4. Well, hot dog, that's what we got here too, right?
I gotta shake this.
So, either method. Do you have questions on either method? Yes.
I'm confused on how we got
Which one? This?
Yeah.
So all I did was I plugged in, so I have an x, y coordinate and I have an m. So for the y, I'm going to replace it with 2. For the m, I'm going to replace it with negative 2, which I found by counting. And then for the x, I'm going to replace it with 1. Yeah? And then you solve for b. This says, write a linear function with the following values. F of 4 equals negative 2 and f of 8 equals 4. How can I rewrite this top one as a point? So this top one. 4, negative 2. Okay, what about the next one?
8, 4.
Perfect. Okay, first thing we have to do is find the what? The slope. Rhymes with the slope. Thanks, rhymes with slope. Slope. Okay, here we go.
Grind this.
Okay, so we need to find the slope first. So let's find the slope. y2 minus y1, so 4 minus negative 2, divided by 8 minus 4. Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, so 6 over 4. What does that reduce to? 3 halves. Okay, you all got that part so far? How to go from here to here and from here to here. The new step is to write the actual equation of the line. So we need to do y equals mx plus b.
This was all talking about how Lamont just walked in the classroom and Marissa was talking and then she looked, I was like,
So let's go back to this. So what am I going to replace with my y here? I pick one of those two. Either 4, negative 2, or 8, 4. Which one do you want to work with?
4 negative 2.
Okay, let's work with 4, negative 2. So what am I going to replace with my y?
4.
Negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 equals, what am I going to replace with m?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Thank you. What am I going to replace with x? 4. And then I'm going to solve for b, right? Okay, so far, let me erase this. Okay, so we need to solve for the value of b. So we have negative 2. Anyway, so we're solving this. 3 halves times 4 is going to leave me with what?
6.
Yes, 6. Okay, and then subtract 6 on both sides. And you get negative 8 equals b. So what's my equation of the line? Y equal, what's my slope? 3 over 2, x minus 8. Yep. Do we have a question?
No.
Autumn, do we have a question?
No.
All right.